Wow, here it is. My official review, guys, for Transformers 1. Let's dive into this.
But first of all, before you hear my official thoughts and my greetings to you guys, let's roll the cast, let's roll that synopsis and my introduction, and let's talk about this new movie that, yes, technically I'm 4 days late to because it came out last Thursday,
For Transformers 1.
but let's get into it. Let's talk about it, hey? See you soon. Let's roll it. Transformers 1 2024 synopsis. The untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies, but once were friends bonded like brothers who changed the fate of Cybertron forever. And the cast of Transformers 1 is Chris Hemsworth, who plays the character of Orion Pax, Brian T. Henry, who plays the character of D16, Scarlett Johansson, who plays the character of Alita 1, Keegan Michael Key, who plays the character of B127, and the director of Transformers 1 is Josh Cooley.
So, as you saw from the synopsis of this movie, guys, the movie review, this is a really personally, in my opinion, really fascinating take on where they started to where they end up and the journey around it. And I have to say this, and this was quote unquote impressive, is the development, and for an animated movie in its entirety, I guess it wasn't really that hard to do because it's not a live action version. So I guess if it was live action, it would have been more, I guess, harder to detail it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking that. However, I'm talking about the way that they actually, their physicality of how the Transformers start out in this movie to literally what they become now. Not all of them, but two characters in specifically. And for anyone who's been following my channel for any period of time, you know, guys, I don't do spoilers in my movie reviews. Speaking of spoilers in my movie reviews, welcome to my movie review. Those who are new to my channel, it's so good for you to be here. I really appreciate you clicking on this link, like I always do. And those of you who have been following my channel for any period of time, welcome back. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it, as always. So, those of you who are new to my channel, when I talk about a scene, I don't do spoilers because, in my personal opinion, I don't believe in talking about spoilers in a movie. But when I do talk about a scene, I always talk about it contextually so that you know when you go and see it, if you're going to go see it, what I'm talking about when you finally see it. And those of you who have already seen the movie, when I talk about it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The start of this movie's character chemistry was really intentional. Really intentional. Even the way that the characters met and how they allude to them meeting at the end of the movie. And it's really fascinating that a lot of the characters in this movie, the main characters, changed their formality throughout the movie, but there's a reason why they do it. And it's really clever how this movie has molded that into the storyline of how the movie unfolds in its entirety. And I really appreciated that. I really did. I really took value in how they went about this movie's creativity with the evolution of how all the characters started. Like, it was really clever. And one of the things that I valued so much about this movie, and one character in specifically, is, and if you don't know who B127 is, the voice of B127 is actually Keegan-Michael Key. Now, the thing that I appreciated about him the most, and anyone who knows Keegan-Michael Key, which is this guy right here, he voices, B1287. He is, the thing that I loved about his character so much is how he is mostly, when you see him, as in him as an actor, they didn't shy away from his personality in this, and I really appreciated that, because he's a very, very articulative, very, very, very clear-spoken character in anything that he plays, and he's quote-unquote Transformer in Transformers 1 is really, really, really like that, and I thought that was really, really clever. Now, if you don't know this and you haven't seen any footage behind this, then I'm about to tell you something, and it might help your auditory senses while watching this movie when you see it at the end of the movie. Chris Hemsworth has done a few interviews, obviously, to promote this movie, but one of the main, very specific things that he says about this character that he plays, and anyone who doesn't know, is Orion Pax, is who's Chris Hemsworth's character, and I don't want to tell you, I don't want to give away that's what he starts as, but what he ends as not that character, and I don't want to give that away. When you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about, and those of you who've seen the movie, yeah, so that's how he starts out as. Those of you who have seen the trailers for Transformers 1, you might differ from this. Maybe. Maybe not, but maybe. But in my personal opinion of this movie, guys, and this is purely my humble opinion, guys, when I first heard about Transformers 1, I was like, oh, what's this about? And then I heard it was an animation, and I'm like, why? Why are you making this an animation? Why is this not live action? Like, why go backwards? Like, I don't understand that. So many live action films, and then they bring this out, and it's all animated, like, huh? I don't get it. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. However, I was actually speaking to one of the staff members at my local cinema, and she said to me, and I was blown away when she said this, that the trailers for this movie actually got me less heightened for the movie. And I was like, ha! Me too. Me too. And I genuinely mean that. I literally mean that. I was less impressed with this movie by its trailers. It actually made me not want to see this movie. And the reason why I did see this movie is I actually forgot that it was out. And I was like, yeah, I'll go see it. Because I had nothing else to do today. So I thought, no, I'll go see it. And I'm glad I did. However, I will say this. I could have easily seen this on streaming. I'm glad I saw it in the cinemas. But it's not the be-all, end-all. It's not. And for those of you who are getting upset by what I'm saying right now, I apologize. All film is subjective, and I'm just giving my honest opinion. It is a good film, but it's not amazing. I think it got 100% Rotten Tomato, but it's not. Kids would really enjoy this film, and I understand why kids did enjoy this film and why this got such high critic rating. But I wouldn't give it a massive, for me personally, I think it's because of the fact that Michael Bay has made us all tap out of the Transformers franchise. Honestly, I think that's got a big part to do with it. Because the last Transformers movie that Michael Bay directed was the abomination of filmmaking. I actually don't even, I remember probably bits of, it was with the kids in it. Yeah, that movie was, I tried to rewatch that and I just dozed off. It is a very boring film. Very boring film. But let's not talk about that. This has, obviously, as you saw in the opening title, I gave away the characters of this movie. It has a slew of outstandingly, brilliantly fascinating characters, voices, and all that sort of stuff. And it really, 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 really is well done at how they unfold this movie's character chemistry throughout the entire film, with all the characters in it, and the evolution of the characters' formalities, not the evolution of the characters' voices. However, if you pay very, very close attention to one specific character, and I'm not going to give that away, you'll see that character drastically, audibly, very drastically changes throughout the movie's going, and at the very end of the movie his voice changes to something else entirely. But again, I'm not going to give it away. This movie is well done for what it is. I wouldn't run out and see it again. In fact, I'll probably never see this movie ever again, because in my personal opinion, it's a one and done, which is, it's not good. That's not good. If a movie doesn't have, and I know I haven't said this in a really long time, I'm about to say it, because I haven't said it in a really long time, and anyone who's following my channel for any period of time know exactly what I'm about to say right now. That's right, rewatchability. This movie does not have rewatchability. As a grown adult, this movie doesn't have rewatchability, and I'm not trying to put down anyone that, you know, loves the Transformers franchise to the point where you turn around and go, dude, I can't wait to see that again. That's, all film is subjective. So this movie might be, I'm going to see this a million times over. And if that's how it is, sweet, that's cool. Because like me and Superman, like I could watch that movie every day if I possibly could. Man of Steel and all those sorts of movies. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing David Cornsweet's new Superman movie. But I'm going to wrap this one up, guys, because there's not really much else to talk about other than the fact that it is what it is. It's a Transformers movie. It's well done. I appreciate it, and I hope you appreciate my my voiceover. I just wanted to, you know, being a Transformers movie, I wanted to make my voice sound like a Transformer. I probably should have said that at the beginning of this movie review, but you get it. It was fun. I had fun with it. I thought I'd just mess around with it, saying it's a Transformers movie. I wanted to make my voice sound like a Transformer, and I did. You're welcome. Guys, I really appreciate you being here. As always, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, give this review a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. As always, you guys are amazing for being here. I would say go and see this movie if you haven't seen this movie, and if you know anyone who has a Transformers fan, definitely go and, you know, support them in seeing this movie. And if you've got young boys, girls maybe, but boys definitely, they're gonna love this movie because it's an animated Transformers movie, and the whole film, it's made for the whole family. It's a good film, and you'll see, as you know, the transformation. But if you've anyone who's seen my short out of the theater thoughts on this movie, in my personal opinion, guys, that this is a one and done film. And I forget what I said in my one straight out of the theater reaction. I'm trying to think about it, but I can't remember what I said. But that's irrelevant. Anyway, guys, I really hope that I've encouraged you enough to go and see this movie on your own merits, and that you get an opportunity to go see it. And tonight, I will be dropping the new movie review. And yes, it is an adult-only movie review because it's 18 plus. It actually said that when I went to get my ticket for it. Actually, you know what? I'll just let you find out yourselves by following me and clicking and subscribing. And yeah, you'll see it tonight when I drop that. And you guys are amazing. Sorry about that. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for viewing this. As always, you guys have been amazing. Take care of yourself and one another. And until my next movie review, you'll see what that is tonight. Guys, this is Superman Steve. Appreciating you. Always love your time. Flying out.